Okay. Good evening, everyone. So
Good evening.
welcome to our Power Insight series. And today we have with us Scotland leader Nivedita Chaudhary.
Hello, namaste.
Hello,
Welcome.
good evening, welcome.
So she is the first woman officer in the Indian Air Force to summit Mount Everest. Scotland leader Nivedita hails from Rajasthan, and she's an electrical engineer. She got commissioned as a navigator in the Indian Air Force and started mountaineering as her passion. Scotland leader Nivedita has summited peaks like Mount Kamet and Mount Stoke Kangri in Ladakh, and she's also a certified skiing instructor.
She's the first one from Rajasthan to summit Mount Everest and has received a state award for it also. And now, post leaving Air Force, she is a full time yoga coach, a full time yoga practitioner, and a teacher. She has a master's in yoga science and has 20,000 plus followers on Instagram, which is completely dedicated to her yoga journey. She's also associated with Decathlon Sports India for yoga coaching. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us and giving us this opportunity to have a chat with you. We've been really looking forward to this. Especially for me personally, I have known Nivedita ma'am from last 8 years or so because we were posted together. And I always found her to be an inspiration, and I really wanted her to be here and just tell us all about her story. I mean, she's been a champion in our eyes right from the beginning. So
Is
let's
it?
start. Yes, absolutely. Let's
Wow.
start, today's talk with your journey from your childhood to Air Force. You come from a very humble background. You've shared at many forums. What inspired you to join Air Force, and how did it all happen?
First of all, thank you, Samita. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to come here and share my story with you all and the people who are listening to us now. To start with, I belong to a very small village in Rajasthan, and my father wasn't a rich man, and I studied in a government girls' school throughout. So during my early childhood days, when we used to live in our village, I used to see that girls around me had a pre-decided fate for them. Like it was decided that they are supposed to get married and then they are supposed to have kids, and that's about it. And but whenever I used to see a girl in a sari wearing a long ghungat till here, I used to tell myself there was a voice inside me which used to tell me that no, this can't be your fate. In
Absolutely.
which come what may, I am not going to live a life like this. So at that point of time in my early childhood, I was not very sure about what I really wanted in my life, but I was very sure about one thing, that what I did not want in my life. So what I did not want, that feeling was so strong that eventually it led me to.
तो निवेदिता फिर आपको कब लगा लाइक कि एयरफोर्स में ही जाना है मुझे? वो कब शुरू हुआ?
I
I
think
think we
she's
lost
got
the
disconnected.
connection.
Yes, yes. I think she's got disconnected. She'll be back
Yeah,
with us.
but
Yes,
but she is a real woman of substance. I mean,
absolutely.
coming from such a humble background and standing for yourself in that kind of society where people are not that open. So
Yes.
it is really, really very amazing that she got that kind of thought in her mind that मुझे ये नहीं बनना है, and that is
Yes,
a big
and
thing. I think we are
her father
getting
has also
connected.
sacrificed a lot. He moved them
Yes,
from Junjunu to, I think, Jaipur. So, ma'am, you are here. Come tell us your
Jaipur.
story now. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
just
So,
discussing when you got disconnected.
हाँ, we lost you, निवेदिता. But आप ये बताओ कि आपने किस जगह कि मुझे एयरफोर्स ज्वाइन करनी है.
Air Force, I'll go back to my childhood days when we used to live in our village. I was near about 3 years old, and this was my school day. And जैसे movies में देखते हैं, पेड़ के नीचे चटाई बिछाकर हमारी क्लास हो रही थी. And my village is comes in local area of Airport Sisa. So suddenly, two fighter jets they flew over a low height. They were flying
Okay.
really very low,
Okay.
and the thunder of the jet engine and at the speed those aircraft flew over us, that was really like I got totally amazed and I was like, wow, ye kya hai? And some of the kids, they peed in their pants also that time. But that image is still crystal clear in my mind. So that was the first exposure of
Yeah.
other. That was the first time I saw aircrafts,
Okay.
and and after that, whenever I used to see aircraft flying in skies, I used to look at it and I used to feel like how it will feel to be there up in sky, sitting there and flying. So that was kind of the
Wow.
motivation which led me to Air Force.
Wow. That's
That,
beautiful.
that's amazing, actually. Yes.
Yeah. So, Nivedita, you were in Air Force, and how this mountaineering thing came into your mind? I mean, how you got motivated about it? ये कैसे शुरू
Uh,
हुआ?
there is a saying that best thing in your life will come unplanned. So
Good.
similarly, I never planned for mountaineering. I got commissioned in 2009 and I got newly posted to Air Force Station Agra, which was my first posting. At the same time, Air Force was looking for volunteers for its upcoming Mount Everest project. And I also volunteered because I was always active in outdoor sports. I was an athlete since my childhood days. I started running when I was in class 5. So,
Wow.
and I was the best athlete of Rajasthan for years together during my school days. So that physical strength and that inclination towards outdoor sports was always there. So I just volunteered for it and I didn't give it much of a thought. And then eventually, just so happened that I got selected and became member of the Indian Air Force mountaineering team. And my journey of mountaineering started from there on.
Wow, that's beautiful. So, Amita, you were telling something
Yes.
about
So
our,
I was in the name of running, I was just remembering that I remember in 2012 we were together in Agra, and all these new officers used to come. They were challenged and pitched up against Nivedita ma'am to run, and they used to run long distance. Okay, and these boys were like, these officers were like ex NDAs and then AFA and supposed to be physically strong. And guess what? Ma'am used to beat them by miles, by
wow.
miles, and put them to shame. She was
उस
such an amazing runner कि मैम आगे आगे खत्म करके खड़ी होती थी, वो आ रहे होते थे पीछे से. And एक नहीं, ये बहुत बार हुआ है. So I mean, you have had some phenomenal strength and you've been a great runner,
wow,
right?
that's amazing. That's amazing. Lovely.
So, so ma'am, you were the first woman officer from the Indian Air Force, to climb Mount Everest. You were also the youngest, right? And
Hmm.
you've got a state award from Rajasthan because you're the first lady, woman from Rajasthan. So tell us how this started. You volunteered for mountaineering, but we are not going to like. We just want to hear your story, the whole Everest thing. How did it happen, and how did it feel, and all of it?
My mountaineering journey started back in 2009 when I volunteered for Indian Air Force mountaineering expeditions, and I did my basic course from Himalayan Mountaineering Institute in 2009. After that, I got selected for the further expeditions, and then I went for several expeditions. Afterwards, I went for Mount Kamet expedition, where I was the only person from the entire team who could climb that mountain, and that was one of the experiences of my life. And I became the first and the only lady officer of Indian Air Force and the first female from Rajasthan to climb the highest climbable peak of India, which is Mount Kamet. After that, in 2011, we went for Mount Everest, and I became the first lady officer of Indian Air Force and first lady from Rajasthan to summit Mount Everest. Apart from that, I have done my advanced mountaineering course, and I have done basic, advanced, basic, intermediate, and advanced skiing, and I am a certified skiing instructor also. Apart from this, I have done total 12 treks, and I have climbed 6 different mountains, which includes alpine style climbing, alpine I really like alpine climbing. So I've done a lot of alpine climbing, and I've done a lot of alpine treks also. Like about my mountaineering journey. And Mount Everest was an experience which it was a lifetime experience. I will certainly will not forget each and every second of those last few hours spent on the top of the mountain, and those were the best moments of my life. I remember at 3 o'clock when we were climbing, I was like during our final climbing day, at morning 3 o'clock, when we were when light starts coming in, the first ray of light, and the sky changes its colors, and eventually from pitch dark it becomes a bright light, and from pitch dark to bright light it changes so many colors, and the entire snow, entire ice, entire sky changes each and every color. So it was the most beautiful thing my eyes have witnessed till date. So
Wow.
yes, it was amazing, out of the world experience.
Oh, that's nice,
Ma'am,
Nivedita.
I've also read that there was a problem. I think you missed your Sherpa. He was left behind. He didn't have enough oxygen. Tell us about that incident. You
Yes.
know, you went back looking for him 3 hours, 2 hours, and then you started back again.
No, I didn't went back looking for him. Actually, my Sherpa was with me. We were climbing together till I reached at summit. He was with me. But
Right.
while coming back, he left me behind, and he just went ahead, and I was left alone, like at those heights at 28,000 feet. There was no one ahead of me, there was no one behind me, and I was left alone there. And I didn't have a spare oxygen bottle also, and I was left with the only oxygen bottle which I was wearing, the oxygen bottle which was there in use. And it could have been a life threatening situation. I was very scared at that point of time, because Sherpa doesn't really he will not save you, but there is a psychological there is a psychological support. There is somebody is
Someone is
there,
there. Yes.
someone is there. So I was left all alone, and then I was very scared. And but that at that point of time, I sat there, and I told myself that if you want to come out of this situation alive, you have to do something. And there is I told myself that there is no one, and accept that fact that there is no one, and no one will come to save you. You have to save yourself, and you have to get out of the situation come what may. तो अगर मुझे जिंदा रहना है, मुझे यहाँ से घर जाना है, नीचे आज जाना है, तो मुझे यहाँ से निकलना ही पड़ेगा. देयर इज नो अदर वे आउट.
Wow.
ऐसे मैंने अपने आप को थोड़ी देर समझाया, एंड देन आई गॉट अप, एंड देन उसके बाद मेरे पास पानी भी नहीं था. पानी की बोतल भी शेरपा के साथ चली गई, स्पेयर ऑक्सीजन बॉटल भी शेरपा के साथ चली गई, और कुछ भी नहीं था, जस्ट द ऑक्सीजन विच आई वाज वेयरिंग, दैट वाज इट. तो उसी को एक स्नो का छोटा सा मैं बॉल बनाती उसको, और वो बॉल मुंह में रखती, और जब तक वो बॉल चलती तब तक मैं डिसेंड करती. एंड देन that was the only motivation I had. And then I kept descending for hours together. And finally जब मुझे summit नीचे, शेरपा मेरा बहुत देर पहले पहुंच गया था. My team leader group captain Dhaiya was there. He was worried. He was standing outside the tent area at summit camp just to see. He was so worried. He just to see that whether I'm coming or not coming. So the moment I saw him, I just sat there. There was no energy left in my body. I was all on willpower. बस मेरा शरीर चल रहा था इच्छा शक्ति के ऊपर. जैसे मैंने वहां दूर टेंट देखा, और आई सॉ समवन स्टैंडिंग आउटसाइड द टेंट, आई जस्ट कोलैप्स्ड देयर. और उसके बाद में मैं बस बैठ गई वहां, एंड आई स्टार्टेड क्राइंग. एंड देन and then I got up. Then I was assured कि हाँ ठीक है. I saw a human.
I have reached.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have
I'm
reached.
fine.
Now I'm fine. So that was a big struggle that day. And कई बार स्ट्रगल हमें बहुत सी चीजें सिखा भी देता है. तो
True.
अब मुझे कभी बहुत डर नहीं लगता है किसी भी सिचुएशन में फंस कर. I never feel stuck or scared or anything, because I know that I came out of worst. उससे बुरा कुछ नहीं हो सकता था. That was a life for that situation जिससे मैं बाहर निकली थी. और बाकी फिर रोजमर्रा की मुश्किलें बहुत छोटी लगती हैं उसके सामने.
Wow, beautifully brought out, Nivedita.
Beautifully, seriously.
Yes,
This is
she is right कि हम ये जो लाइफ में जिसके भी adversities आती हैं, it is actually come to teach us and make us stronger. And this experience, this given a very different perspective towards life to you, isn't it? इच्छा शक्ति जो आपने word बोला, it's beautiful. इच्छा शक्ति पर ही सब निर्भर है. Very true.
और जो लाइफ लेसन हम नेचुरली सीखते हैं ना
Yes.
अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस से, उनसे अच्छे कोई लाइफ लेसन हो नहीं सकते, क्योंकि वो
Yes.
एक्चुअली आपको साइकोलॉजिकली मेंटली इम्पैक्ट करते हैं. बाकी वी कैन कीप
Absolutely.
टॉकिंग अबाउट मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ, स्ट्रगल एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, बट यस, आई मीन दैट्स अ ग्रेट स्टोरी.
Yes. So, Nivedita, you smoothly switched between your roles, like from aviator to mountaineer, and now you are in a different kind of role. You are a yoga coach, isn't it? So, एक क्या बोलते हैं, एडवेंचरस लाइफ से माइंडफुलनेस की तरफ आपका रुझान कैसे हुआ?
मुझे आई सी माई सेल्फ एज ए कीन लर्नर. मुझे नई नई चीज़ें बहुत अट्रैक्ट करती हैं. आई स्पेंट 10 years in Air Force as an aviator, and serving Indian Air Force as an aviator was a dream come true for me. वो मेरे जीवन का सपना था. And then mountaineering always makes me feel alive. I feel most alive when I'm there up those mountains. बिल्कुल बीहड़ में जब मैं होती हूँ, चारों तरफ पत्थर, most alive there for some reason. And yes, yoga is very close to my heart. Yoga has transformed me from a person I used to be to the person I am today. And I am also getting a chance to serve this society also through yoga, because I'm teaching so many people, and I'm trying to make people understand that living a healthy and peaceful life is not a very difficult thing to achieve. So yes, I'm serving to the society also, so that satisfaction is there through yoga.
ओके, सो आपने जनरली क्या होता है, लोग सेकंड करियर आफ्टर लाइक एयरफोर्स इज समथिंग लाइक
I think she's got disconnected. So anyways, let me take up the next question. So you are doing a unique kind of yoga you had shared with me. It is called yoga therapy, where you're trying to heal people's ailments through yoga. So tell me, how are you doing this, and how are you touching and affecting so many lives? How are you making that difference?
I have been learning yoga since year 2010 when I was preparing for Mount Everest expedition. And today it's been almost 11 years of me practicing and learning yoga. And I have done PG diploma in yoga science, and recently I have finished my master's in yoga science. And I'm also teaching, I'm taking classes, I'm teaching people, and I have conducted so many health seminars where I have addressed hundreds of people about the importance of, I have spoken about the importance of yoga in daily life, how it can heal you mentally and physically as well. And apart from that, I have a Facebook and an Instagram page where I have more than 20,000 followers, and those my Instagram and Facebook page, and I have a YouTube channel also where I primarily talk about yoga, how yoga can help you living a healthy and peaceful life.
Absolutely. So let me take a question from the audience here. One person is asking, yoga involves complete dedication and hard work. How do you manage your time and your time and work home balance?
Okay, I'm a full-time yoga practitioner and a yoga coach now. I served Indian Air Force for 10 years, but I am retired from, I have retired from Indian Air Force. I have a daughter, and it is not very difficult to manage my work life and my personal life because somehow I don't find it difficult. I find time for everything, whatever I want to do. Somehow I find time for that. I get up at 5 o'clock in morning. My daughter gets up at 8. So I have full 3 hours with me before she gets up. So I practice in those 3 hours. And during evening times I take classes when, and sometimes my daughter also, she sits with me next to me, and then she also practices with me. So
That's
she
so sweet.
yes, and at her age, she's 3 years
Yes.
old, and she is already interested, and she has an inclination. She sometimes tells me कि मम्मा आप ऐसे करो ये pose, आपने बहुत अच्छा किया ये yoga, आप inhale करो, exhale करो. So she does that, which is a very good thing also. So
Yes.
it is not a very difficult thing to maintain a work life and personal work and personal life balance, because if you really want to do something, you will find out time for that. You just
Absolutely.
have to have the willpower to
Yes.
do it.
So, since we talked about, your daughter being into yoga and she's imbibing and like she's drawing interest towards it, what are the advantages of yoga? Children start from a young age. Just for the audience purpose, I would like you to bring out, because you are a yoga coach, you are also associated with Decathlon Sports. So, and it's a very good thing. So, just share with us the advantages that children will have if they start doing yoga from a young age.
As per one of the studies, 89% of Indian population is stressed.
Yeah,
So that's a big number. 89%
big
of
number.
Indian population is stressed. And the sad part is, we Indians, we don't like to discuss our mental health in public. Leave public, we don't like to discuss our mental health with our family members and close friends also.
Absolutely.
So yes, and it is a very crucial and very important thing, as physical and mental health are interrelated. They are not two different things. Like in today's era, so many psychosomatic diseases, lifestyle diseases, and autoimmune diseases are there, wherein allopathy can't provide a solution, a cure to all of these diseases. What allopathy does, it just gives you a symptomatic treatment where your symptoms are curbed till the time you are taking medicine, and when you stop taking medicine, again the disease will relapse.
Right.
So, and there is no cure, there is no solution. And people fail to understand that in our yoga therapy, it is taught to us that we have two kind of bodies. दो तरह का शरीर होता है, सूक्ष्म शरीर और स्थूल शरीर. तो कोई भी तरह की बीमारी और इलनेस जो पहले हमारे सूक्ष्म शरीर में आती है, उसके बाद स्थूल शरीर में आती है. तो यानी कि जो सबसे पहले देयर आर 5 डिफरेंट शीट्स ऑफ एग्जिस्टेंस. 5 शीट्स ऑफ एग्जिस्टेंस होती हैं, 5 कोश होते हैं शरीर के. तो सबसे पहले जो बीमारी है वो सबसे आउटर कोश में आती है. सबसे पहले बीमारी आपको साइकोलॉजिकली आप इफेक्ट होते हो, वहां से बीमारी पैदा होती है, एंड स्लोली इट गोज एंड सेटल्स डाउन इन वन ऑफ योर ऑर्गन्स ऑफ योर बॉडी. सो दिस इज हाउ इट वर्क्स. बट हम क्या करते हैं, हम सिर्फ सिम्टम्स को ट्रीट करते रहते हैं. सिम्टम्स को, सर दर्द हो रहा है, सर दर्द की हमने दवाई खा ली. अब हमें लेकिन ये नहीं पता है सर दर्द क्यों हो रहा है, उसका रूट कॉज क्या है. योग और नेचुरोपैथी एक ऐसा ऑल्टरनेटिव मेडिसिन है जो कि हमको रूट कॉज को कैसे खत्म करना है, बीमारी की जड़ को कैसे हटाना है, ये हमें सिखाता है. आज की यूथ को अगर हम बचपन से ही उन्हें ये सिखाएं, उन्हें ये बताएं कि मेंटल हेल्थ कितनी इम्पोर्टेंट है और मानसिक तौर पर स्वस्थ रहना उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है जितना शारीरिक तौर पर स्वस्थ रहना. मन की क्लेंजिंग उतनी ही इम्पोर्टेंट है जितना कि शरीर का नहाना. तो ये चीज हमें अगर बचपन से ही अपने बच्चों को सिखाएं, हम सिखाते हैं उन्हें कि सुबह उठकर ब्रश करना है, नहाना है और शरीर को क्लींस करना है, लेकिन हम वी फेल टू टीच देम कि मन को और दिमाग को भी क्लींस करना होता है, और मन की सफाई, दिमाग की सफाई भी उतनी ही जरूरी है जितनी कि शरीर की सफाई जरूरी है. तो ये चीज अगर हम बचपन से ही बच्चों को सिखाएं और उनके सिस्टम में डाल दें, उनका हैबिट फॉर्मेशन ऐसा कर दें, तो ये जो हमारी 90% पॉपुलेशन स्ट्रेस्ड है, इस चीज को हम ओवरकम कर पाएंगे. इतना डिप्रेशन, एंजाइटी, स्ट्रेस, ऑल सॉर्ट ऑफ मेंटल डिजीजेज जो इतनी है, एंड फिजिकल ऑल्सो, शारीरिक बीमारियां जो हैं, साइकोसोमेटिक एंड डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ डिजीजेस, वो सब कम होगी. हम एक हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल की ओर बढ़ेंगे, हम एक स्वस्थ और खुश जीवन जी पाएगी हमारी अगली पीढ़ी.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to take you back for a second because I have an important audience question. Who was your pillar of support when you decided to do mountaineering, and what was your biggest hurdle in mountaineering? This is the audience question. I know we are just moving from yoga to there, but just go there and come back quickly.
My pillar of strength was always my father since my childhood days. शुरू से ही मैं एक ऐसी कम्युनिटी से बिलोंग करती हूँ जहाँ लड़कियों को ज़्यादा आगे पढ़ाना और इवन माय क्लोज रिलेटिव्स यूज्ड टू से कि आप ये लड़की है इसे इतनी छूट मत दो. एग्जैक्टली यही वर्ड्स यूज किए जाते थे. तो बट माय फादर स्टूड अगेंस्ट एवरीवन एंड ही गेव मी whatever he could. He gave me all kind of exposure. उन्होंने मुझे स्पोर्ट्स में डाला and then I used to run, I used to go for tournaments and उनको कभी इस बात से कोई समस्या नहीं हुई. He had faith in me. So मेरी जो मानसिक और शारीरिक ताकत है, जो स्ट्रेंथ फिजिकली और मेंटली और इमोशनली मेरे अंदर थी माउंटेनियरिंग के लिए, it was already there. So it was there. So that was built by my father. ये सब मैं जो हूँ आज वो उन्होंने मुझे बनाया है. Yes, mountaineering refined it a bit and you know, biggest hurdle in mountaineering, there was no such big hurdle in mountaineering. It just came very easy to me because आता गया मैं करती गई और then you know ऐसे ही एक के ऊपर एक steps चढ़ती गई. But yes, जब माउंट एवरेस्ट की एक्सपीडिशन हमारी जा रही थी, but then not as personally मेरे लिए कोई हर्डल नहीं था, वो हर्डल हमारी पूरी टीम के लिए ही था. because वो हर्डल people used to say that कि this bunch of girls won't be able to do anything. People used to advise our leader, Group Captain Dhaiya, who had a lot of confidence in us like we girls. So people used to advise him कि ये लड़कियां कुछ कर नहीं पाएंगी. Don't waste your time and effort on these girls. So yes, that was the biggest hurdle. The mindset of people around, the mindset of society, and it was very sad. But yes, I think somewhere we female are already used to all this because we grow up hearing all this stuff. And especially I grew up hearing this kind of stuff. So it wasn't, it didn't seem as a big hurdle to me. It was a, it was a normal thing. कि ऐसा होता है. People say such stuff. People judge you for being a female and from being a weak sex. People, yes, they do judge you. But let me tell you, I was the first one from my entire team to summit Mount Everest. I was the first one to reach on the top, and no guy could beat me, be the strongest of the team. So that was the strength I held. That was the mental or physical strength I had being a female. So no men could beat me there.
Yes, and you changed the mindset. कि लड़कियों से ये नहीं हो सकता.
Yes. And I'm sure that had a huge impact on all the people in your village, Jaipur, where you have studied. उन लोगों के लिए बहुत बड़ा realization होगा कि if she can do it, we can also do it.
Yes, it is.
Before I take you further, Nivedita, I would like to ask you one question regarding like Soumyata brought in कि आपके village में क्या impact हुआ आपके इस achievements के साथ? लोगों ने क्या changes आए? लोगों का mindset क्या हुआ? I mean, अब लड़कियों के लिए वो ऐसा नहीं सोचते होंगे जैसा उस वक्त वो बोला करते थे, छूट मत दो, ये मत करो, वो मत करो. So आपकी achievements, आप एक example होंगे अपनी. You must be a legend in your village. तो आप उससे क्या changes आए आपके village में?
देखिए मेरा ये मानना है कि चेंज इज अ स्लो प्रोसेस एंड इट इज a slow process, really slow process.
Yes, it is very.
So if you think कि मैंने कुछ अचीव किया और मेरे अचीवमेंट ओवरनाइट पूरी सोसाइटी को बदल देंगे, पूरी सोसाइटी का थॉट प्रोसेस बदल देंगे, तो ऐसा नहीं होने वाला. Yes, but as a community, we females, like from my village, जब मैं बाहर आई और when I got commissioned into Indian Air Force, my sister got commissioned into Indian Navy, and then people started thinking. There was the change started. लोगों का माइंडसेट थोड़ा बदला कि हाँ कि लड़कियां भी फौज में जा सकती हैं, कुछ कर सकती हैं. And then when I climbed Mount Everest, then everybody was like, you
क्या
know,
हुआ?
हाँ, लोग चकित रह गए थे, you know,
ये क्या
people were
हुआ?
surprised. And I was
Yes.
the first one from Rajasthan to climb Mount Everest. No one before me, no female before me
Yes.
climbed from that state.
Hmm.
So it had a huge impact on especially on girls' mindset, because generally girls are psychologically conditioned in such a way that they always doubt their capabilities. They themselves start thinking कि मेरे बस का नहीं है, because I am a girl, I should not be doing this, I can't do this. So there was a change in that. So yes, it has a huge impact, but change is a slow process, and nothing changes overnight. So everyone has their
Agree.
struggle. Yes, every
Till,
girl has their struggle.
till you started a thread there, you know.
Yes, it got started, and there was one girl who gave me a call. She was from Junjunu, and she gave me a call, and she was like, I want to climb Mount Everest. Didi, मुझे आप guide करें. So she was a total from a rural background उसका, and then this thing, ये विचार उसके मन में पैदा हुआ.
Yeah,
that
is a big thing.
that was half thing achieved. half of the battle is achieved. ये जब उसने सोच लिया कि मुझे करना है, उसके बाद कैसा करना है वो बस आधा ही रास्ता बचा है. So yes, I guided her.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Nice. That's
So,
very nice. I have a question from the audience. You know, we
Yeah.
are seeing an increased awareness of yoga, especially in the last 5-6 years or so. What more can be done to spread awareness so that yoga becomes the way of life, and all, especially the next for all, especially the next generation?
Till till 5 years back, we as Indians, it's a very sad part of our Indian society that we don't value our things.
Own things. Yes.
Yeah.
We don't value our own things. हम अंग्रेजी में बात करते हैं, हम उसको अच्छा मानते हैं, और हम हिंदी में बात करने को अच्छा नहीं मानते हैं. और हम कॉन्वेंट में पढ़े हुए बच्चों को ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस देते हैं. गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में पढ़े हुए बच्चों को हम थोड़ा एक स्टेप नीचे ही, एक लेडर नीचे देखते हैं. इसी तरह से हम जिम जाना और वेट लिफ्टिंग और डंबल्स करने को ज्यादा अच्छा समझते थे कुछ साल पहले तक, और योग जो हमारी खुद की ही चीज है, जो हमने ही दुनिया को सिखाई है, उसे हम इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देते थे. हमने योग को इम्पोर्टेंस देना, यूएस ने हमें बताया कि
True, I was about to say that.
Yes. When those English people told us, when those Americans told us then that yoga is important and it is something, then we started believing that yes, it has got some. Yes.
National Day बना तब सबको पता चला कि योगा कुछ,
हाँ, योग कुछ होता है. बट जैसे अभी गवर्नमेंट भी काफी स्टेप्स ले रही है योग को मेन स्ट्रीम में लाने के लिए, एज इन स्कूल्स, सारी गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स, केंद्रीय विद्यालय, एवरीवेयर योग सिलेबस में इंक्लूड किया गया है. इट्स अ मैंडेटरी सब्जेक्ट. सो एंड योग टीचर का होना स्कूल्स में मैंडेटरी हो गया है. कॉलेजेस में योग एक कंपल्सरी सब्जेक्ट की तरह है. The way you study science, or the way you study commerce or arts, in the same way you can study yoga also almost everywhere. So the process is still on, but धीरे धीरे ये चीज आ रही है, ये डेवलपमेंट आ रहा है. तो हमारे बच्चे, जब हमारी नेक्स्ट जनरेशन है, वो बचपन से ही स्कूल के सिलेबस में एक योग की किताब पढ़ेगी, तो ऑफ कोर्स उनको उस चीज के बारे में पता चलेगा कि वो कितनी इम्पोर्टेंट है. And slowly change will come, as I say. And एजुकेशन में योग को डालना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है अगर हम नेक्स्ट जनरेशन की बात सोच रहे हैं तो.
ये आप जो योगा के बारे में बता रहे हैं, तो ये कैसे हमें हेल्प करेगा हमारी लाइफस्टाइल को इम्प्रूव करने में? कैन यू प्लीज टेल अस?
देखिए, योग जो है, योग इज जस्ट नॉट अ फिजिकल थिंग. योग इज अ वे ऑफ लाइफ. योग का मतलब ही होता है यूनियन ऑफ बॉडी, माइंड एंड सोल. So yoga is just not a set of some asanas or physical postures or just some set of breathing exercises. It is much beyond that.
Beyond that. Hmm.
योग is a disciplined way of life. योग जीवन जीने का एक तरीका है. So when you start inculcating yoga in your daily life and in your routine, you get up early morning. So it starts from there. You get up at Brahma Muhurat, and then you do certain set of rituals. You know, some kriyas we call kriya. You do some kriyas, then you start your daily life, like routine life, and then एक योगी क्या खाता है और क्या नहीं खाता है ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. योगी का आहार भी उसके योग प्रैक्टिस में ही इंक्लूडेड है. सो व्हाट यू ईट, व्हाट यू नॉट ईट, दैट इज आल्सो योग. व्हाट टाइम यू स्लीप, what activities you are doing during the day, everything is योग. आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं, आप कैसे बोल रहे हैं, किसके साथ किस तरह का आपका बिहेवियर है, आपका हाँ आपको कितना एंगर आता, कितना गुस्सा आपको आता है, कितना शॉर्ट टेम्पर्ड है या नहीं है, ये सब भी योग ही है. सो योग इज अ वे ऑफ लाइफ वेयर इट ट्रांसफॉर्म्स यू एज अ पर्सन, एज अ होल. योग सिर्फ आपका बेली फैट कम नहीं करता है और आपको 10 इंच कम फिजिकल एक्सरसाइज. योग आपको एज अ पर्सन ट्रांसफॉर्म करता है.
बिल्कुल. एंड यू नो आई जस्ट वांटेड टू ब्रिंग आउट द इम्पोर्टेंस के, जैसे अभी कोविड का टाइम है तो पीपल आर गोइंग थ्रू अ लॉट ऑफ मेंटल स्ट्रेस कि हम लॉकडाउन है, बहुत एंजाइटी हो रही है. सो हाउ कैन यू नो योग एक्चुअली हेल्प पीपल डील विद दिस आल्सो?
योग मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में तो पहले भी बात की थी. मेंटल हेल्थ और फिजिकल हेल्थ दोनों में योग काफी हद तक क्या पूरा ही आपको ट्रांसफॉर्म कर देता है. मेंटली इट कीप्स यू हेल्दी, फिजिकली इट कीप्स यू हेल्दी. एंड देन बट यस, कोविड के लिए स्पेशली आपका इम्यून सिस्टम, योग अगर आप डेली प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइजेस डेली प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, प्राणायाम जिसे हम बोलते हैं हिंदी में, प्राणायाम अगर आप डेली प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, आपके लंग्स स्ट्रांग बनते हैं. आसन आप डेली प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, आपका कंप्लीट सिस्टम स्ट्रांग बनता है, आपका इम्यून सिस्टम स्ट्रांग बनता है. इफ यू हैव अ बेटर इम्यूनिटी विद स्ट्रांग लंग्स एंड यू नो स्ट्रांग रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम, देन ऑफ कोर्स कोई भी इन्फेक्शन आपको आसानी से नहीं होगा. तो यस, एंड लोग अपने घर में बंद हो गए हैं, वर्क फ्रॉम होम पिछले काफी महीनों से, इनफैक्ट पूरे लगभग 1 साल हो गया है. पीपल आर नॉट एबल टू गो आउट, पीपल आर नॉट नहीं कर सकते हैं. then it affects your mental health. So for that, you know, people must do meditation, and they should do some yoga, meditation, breathing exercises, inculcate this in your daily life, and then stress levels will definitely come
Nivedita,
down.
do you provide personal coaching on yoga? You mentioned online.
Yes, I do online teaching. I take different batches during the day.
How can we approach you? I mean, how can somebody approach you?
People generally send me messages through Facebook or through my Instagram, or they who are known to me, they just directly WhatsApp me.
Just tell everybody your Instagram handle, so that if anybody wants to reach, they can connect you through Instagram or Facebook, so that you know the message and the good work that you're doing in yoga can spread.
Yeah, people can connect with you.
Okay, my Instagram page is Naivedya Yoga, NAIVEDYA YOGA, Naivedya Yoga. So you can go on Instagram and search on Instagram. The same my YouTube channel also has the same name, and my Facebook page is also all three has the same name, Naivedya Yoga.
Naivedya Yoga. So we'll be joining shortly to you.
I'll be more than happy to guide more and more people.
Yes. I'm
Absolutely.
keen. Yes, I'm keen. So Nivedita, you beautifully brought out every aspect of yoga and your adventure story. Now I want you to give message to the youth. Like what kind of parting message you want to give to the youngsters of today? क्या बोलना चाहिए?
I would like to say that you have got just one life, so live it up. and travel, explore, do new things, and just live, laugh, and love. And भौतिक सुख सुविधा में इतना ज्यादा ना उसके अंदर उसके पीछे
गुम
इतना
हुए।
ज्यादा ना भागें कि आप
Yes.
अपनी मानसिक और शारीरिक मानसिक शांति को और शारीरिक स्वास्थ्य को खो दें। बिकॉज अगर आपका मन शांत है और आपका शरीर स्वस्थ है, तो वही आपकी सबसे बड़ी पूंजी है। हेल्थ इज वेल्थ, उससे बड़ा
Yes.
कुछ नहीं है। पैसा और कंफर्ट और ऐशो आराम ये सब उसके बाद आता है। तो जस्ट take care of your mental and physical well-being and enjoy your life.
Oh,
Follow your
that's
dreams.
lovely.
Thank you
That's
so much.
very nice.
It's been lovely talking to you. Thank you so much for
Same
joining
here,
us
yeah.
today. And we will definitely connect again and we will talk more about yoga. And thank you so much. I hope the audience has gained some powerful insights from this session today.
Yes.
And thank you so much for everybody for joining us. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Nivedita.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank
Nivedita,
you,
ma'am.
Samita.
Bye-bye.
Most
Thank you for
welcome.
giving
See
me
you.
this opportunity. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.